1400 years ago, the people of Arabia lived in darkness. Their nights were spent in music, wine, and desire. This was a society built for the powerful and the elite, where wealth decided worth, and the weak had no place. In this land of corruption and arrogance, humanity had lost its way. In the heart of Mecca stood the sacred house built by Ibrahim alayhi salam for the worship of Allah alone. Around it stood hundreds of idols carved from stone and wood, worshipped by those who had forgotten their Creator. The house of Allah had become a house of false gods. And in this darkness, the most innocent suffered the most. Daughters were seen as shame, their cries silenced beneath the sand by the very hands meant to protect them. Mercy had vanished, and with it, the honor of woman was lost. But the Lord of the worlds had not abandoned his creation. From within this age of ignorance, he was preparing a light, a messenger who would guide humanity back to truth, mercy, and the worship of Allah alone. In the year of the elephant, when Allah protected his sacred house from destruction, a child was born in Mecca, a child whose light would spread across the world, guiding humanity from darkness into light. His name was Muhammad. Peace and blessings be upon him. Muhammad, peace be upon him, entered this world without a father, and before long, he would also lose his mother. In his infancy, he was sent to the desert to be nursed by Halima al-Sa'diyah, as was the custom of the Arabs. After several years, he returned to his mother, but soon she passed away as well. Orphaned at a tender age, he was taken in by his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, and later by his uncle, Abu Talib. Though he had no parents or wealth, Allah's protection surrounded him. And in his childhood, Allah showed further signs of his care. Angels descended and opened his chest, removing what was impure and washing his heart with purity, a sign that he was chosen for a mission unlike any other. As he grew, Muhammad, peace be upon him, spent his days as a shepherd, tending sheep in the valleys of Mecca. In the quiet of the desert, he learned patience, responsibility, and humility. Like many prophets before him, this simple task prepared him to one day guide not just animals, but the hearts of people. He never learned to read or write, nor was he taught by scholars or poets. His being unlettered was itself a divine wisdom, preparing him for a revelation that would later astonish the world. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was known for his honesty and fairness. Merchants trusted him to carry their goods and settle trades, knowing he would never cheat or deceive. His honesty and integrity earned him a name that would last forever: Al-Amin, the trustworthy. Among those who noticed his remarkable character was Khadija, a wise and respected merchant. She entrusted him with her goods on trade journeys, impressed by his honesty, patience, and careful attention. Over time, her admiration grew, and she took the unusual step of proposing marriage to him, a bold and noble act. Muhammad, peace be upon him, accepted, and their marriage became a partnership built on trust and respect. Khadija would remain his steadfast companion, supporting him in every step of his life, even during the greatest trials to come. At the time of their marriage, Muhammad, peace be upon him, was 25, while Khadija was 40. One day, the leaders of the Quraysh argued fiercely over who should put the black stone back in the Kaaba after repairs. The disagreement grew tense, and no one could decide. Muhammad, peace be upon him, at a young age, stepped forward. Calm and thoughtful, he suggested placing the stone on a cloth so that everyone could lift it together. Carefully, he positioned it while letting each tribe touch it. This fair solution prevented a conflict and earned him the respect of all. As he grew older, Muhammad, peace be upon him, often went to the mountains near Mecca to spend time in quiet. He would climb the rocky paths away from the busy city and sit quietly to pray and reflect. Under the wide desert sky, he thought about his people, the world around him, and the signs of Allah. One night, while he was sitting alone in prayer inside the cave of Hira, Angel Gabriel appeared suddenly before him. The angel stood with a powerful presence and said, "Read." Muhammad, peace be upon him, startled and frightened, replied, "I cannot read." Gabriel held him tightly and repeated the command 2 more times. Then the angel conveyed the first verses of the Qur'an, teaching Muhammad, peace be upon him, the words of Allah.
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
Filled with awe, fear, and humility, Muhammad, peace be upon him, realized that he had been chosen as Allah's messenger. He hurried home to Khadija, trembling, seeking her support and guidance in understanding what had just happened. Khadija comforted him, wrapped him in a cloak, and said, "Do not worry. Allah will never forsake you. You are kind to your family. You help the poor. You honor your guests, and you always speak the truth." Her words calmed his heart. Khadija then took him to her cousin, Waraka ibn Nawfal, a wise man who knew the scriptures. After listening carefully, Waraka said, "This is the same angel that came to Moses. You have been chosen as a prophet." His words confirmed the truth of what had happened. From within the Prophet's own household, the roots of Islam first began to grow. Khadija, his wife, was the very first to believe. Soon after, young Ali bin Talib, who lived under the Prophet's care, also accepted the truth. In this quiet beginning, inside a simple home, the foundation of the greatest message to humanity was laid. What started in secrecy would gradually spread to friends, families, tribes, and later to the leaders and the strong among the people. This light of Islam was not meant for one city or generation. It was a message for all mankind for every age, and it will continue to guide hearts for as long as life exists on earth. And this was only the beginning. Dear brothers and sisters, episode 2 of the Prophet's life will be coming soon, inshallah. Please subscribe to the channel and help spread this work.